What up, what up? This is a video for the cartoon program, lesson number 2, how to draw a face. So what I'm here to do right now is just going to model for you and demonstrate how to go about teaching how to draw a face. So this is a step-by-step thing in the program, I believe, where you do a step and you show the students that step and then they do that step. And then you do a step and they do that step. So this is step 1. Step 1, you're just going to have the kids draw an upside down egg or an oval on their piece of paper. So and it is important to note that these early stages should be drawn very lightly. They don't have to be drawn perfect if they're drawn light enough. As you can see on mine, I have really sketchy marks here, but later on those lines are going to be much, much different or erased completely. So just make sure your kids are drawing light. This is your head right here. Next step is to just divide that in half vertically and horizontally. Just like that. Easy as pie. Once you model the steps and tell the kids what to do, you can go around and check and make sure they're doing the steps correctly. It's important to note at this point, this center line, the horizontal center line, is going to be the line where the eyes go. So at this point, you can have your students draw little eye marks just so they know, or just so they can mark out where their eyes are going to go. Okay, so the eyes are going to go around there. The next step at this point is to draw another horizontal line halfway between the eye line and the bottom of the chin. So they're going to draw another line halfway between this line and the bottom of the chin, so around here. That line indicates where the bottom of the nose is going to go. At this point, another super easy step just like that. They're going to draw another horizontal line in between this horizontal line and the bottom of the chin again. So another horizontal line around there. That line indicates where the middle of the mouth goes. So at this point, you can see we're having a really basic face forming here. Next step is adding ears if you want to. So based on the principles of drawing a face, the ears usually tend to land top of the ear here, bottom of the ear here. So right there we got some ears. Okay. Very basic face right now. Not really eyes or what have you. If you are doing the cartoon program, the next steps have a lot of flexibility to them. Because we're not drawing lifelike faces all the time when we're drawing cartoons, you have a lot of artistic liberty to break these rules of drawing a face. Because however you break these rules is going to affect the personality or look of your characters. So, we've gotten this far. Next thing I'm going to add is a neck. You can do the same if you'd like. It's important to note that necks go in before they go straight. So that's my neck there. Okay. I'm going to make a very crazy cartoon. So at this point in time, I'm going to break the rules of making something anatomically correct. I'm going to start making my own and taking my own liberties to make a cartoon. So I'm just going to go to the eyes and I'm going to make some eyes. right? It's a cartoon. You might make wonky looking eyes like I just did. They're just kind of strange and out there. Next thing I'm going to do is make the nose. As you can see, I just made a really simple nose, shape of a C. The kids don't have to do that. You can make a circle nose. You can make a nose that's very sharply angled like that. You can make a very human-like nose that just looks realistic. It's really up to the kids. Next, I'm going to make a mouth here. Right? It's starting to take shape. So, at this point, I've made a cartoon character begin to come alive while following the basic principles of making a face. I made the eyes in the middle of the head, I made the bottom of the nose in between that and the eyes, and I made the middle of the mouth in between the bottom of the nose and the chin. Like I said before, you can drastically change a cartoon's personality and look by very intentionally and on purpose breaking these principles, breaking these rules to drawing a face. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to quick give him hair, and then I'm going to make a new face and break the rules a little bit so I can show you what I mean by that. There we have a blank head with some hair there, as you can see. I'm going to darken it just so you can see it a little better. Okay. Got some hair there. Now I'm going to break the rules of drawing a face. So I'm going to draw the center lines again. But this time I'm going to break the rules a little bit, and I'm just going to show you how it makes a face a little different. So there you can see I drew the eyes, and I intentionally drew them under the center line, giving this character a much larger forehead. It changes the character by quite a bit. I'm actually going to change it even more by doing that. There you go. You have this guy. Now it's starting to look like his face is really little and the rest of his head is really big. And you can change the rest of things to adapt to that. So then I'm going to draw his nose, and I'm going to draw his nose a little too high based on the principles. I'm going to draw his nose a little too high here. So I'm going to draw it like this. Give him a little triangle nose like this, right? As you can see, we're breaking these rules, and it's really changing the character to become something different, to become something with a little bit more personality and a little bit more story background. So I'm going to give him a real big smile here. We've broke these rules. We've given him a lot larger forehead. At this point, once you decide the eyes, nose, and mouth look, you can choose on a more specific head shape, right? So this guy, he's looking more like an evil genius type character. So I can go in and I can start changing the jawline, and changing the cheekbones, and changing the neck to come up with a completely different character, even though I started with the same basic how to draw a face methods. right? Now we have this guy, really skinny neck, really funny chin, really big, huge brain. He's an evil scientist. But it all goes back to the same basic starting point on how to draw a face. So again, in this video, I showed you how to draw a face, and I showed you where to go from drawing a face, and I showed you how to very intentionally break the rules of drawing a face to give your different cartoons character and personality. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you can definitely use this video going into lesson number 2, or I even hope you can use this video to show your kids maybe just some examples of what we mean by intentionally breaking the rules, or even just how to draw a face. Thanks for watching. Sorry I went a little long, but I hope it was helpful. Thanks.